Ramadan Mubarak. Sunset, Friday the 26th, started Ramadan in 1438. 9 is a symbol of renewal. The name of the month is burning, or scorching heat. And think of it as an old Middle Eastern sort of temple. You got the fast itself. You got the extra prayers and the retreat. There's a couple places I may go for a itikaf, as I've said before, but here is where I'm going to do my Quran presentation, and where I am going to do qawa, or the lesser retreat, during the nights. And it was 11:54 p.m. on Friday, and I woke up, 1:23 or something like this. I went to sleep kind of bubbly. A greenness kind of swirled in the blackness, some sort of specks, but that's about it. But it's important to start, since this is the month where you have the Quran was revealed. Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah heard it twice during Ramadan, and 22 times in his last year, and 22 times the other? And 21 times. Was it 23 or 22 years? Whatever the case was. But it starts like so. And this is the E.H. Palmer translation. That I'm going over. In the name of the merciful and compassionate Allah, praise belongs to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the merciful, the compassionate, and the ruler of the day of judgment. And Thee we serve, and Thee we ask for aid, and guide us in the right path, the path of those Thou art gracious to, not of those Thou art wroth with, nor of those who err. And so some people, that's the first surah, and as I've said, the opening chapter is what E.H. Palmer gives it. There's going to be a problem that you're going to notice with the E.H. Palmer translation. The third English translation of the Quran, well, there was another before, George Sale. That was a translation from the French, and not even those who disbelieve in Quran are going to look at that in that respect. But, that's considered unacceptable. But he, despite his knowledge of plays and various other literature, when it comes to Islam, inflection and emphasis is not important to him for some reason. But it is important. It's very important. The Quran's an effectual text, and where the meaning flows in the different directions and all this is important. There's less errors than the J.M. Rodwell, and that had less errors than the George Sale, and the J.M. Rodwell was pretty much a complete translation. Same thing with this one. I think there's a better job. Some terms, misbeliever and misassociator, that, makes more sense in this context. But this is a month. This is a month where the shayateen min al jinn are chained. I have 3 series of jinn, shaitan, shayateen, and iblis. I have that written. I'll present that another time. But this is my Quran list, and I'll also share some of my Ramadan experience in this retreat. Poetry, I guess I'll compile it and put in a different list. But that formula, those 7 verses that I love most, these are something that it's the most said prayer, people. So it's important to expose yourself to it at some point to understand what's going on. But Ramadan Mubarak! Month of burning blessings. Oh yeah, and the first part, P.S., sort of. The first part is so what is it? Forgiveness, mercy, and emancipation from the hellfire. People say those are weak narrations, but it makes a good point. Assalamu alaikum.